This is the morning sports desk for Tuesday, August 1st. All right, Corey. So there's an interesting promotion I saw for the St. Louis Cardinals, who the Minnesota Twins are going to play a 3-game series against starting today.
Okay,
so this is for August 4th. So Friday.
This Friday, yes, correct.
The St. Louis Cardinals are hosting Emo Night at Busch Stadium.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, complete with a T-shirt and all.
Lots of emos. Is it a ripped T-shirt? Are there strategic holes throughout the T-shirt? Is it maybe just a little too loose around the collar? What are we expecting here with this?
Let me put it to you this way: in somebody who, like yourself, who has a lot of early 2000s culture in them, you get a My Chemical Romance T-shirt.
That sounded insulting, by the way.
No, it's the stuff. It's the stuff that was around for me too. So just at different points in our lives.
Okay, sure, yes.
Yeah, My Chemical Romance. I guess they're a band.
Cool.
Adorned with an emo-looking Cardinal mascot. The shirt comes with the price of a ticket for Cardinals Emo Night. So is it like the Cardinal, but the hair is like parted? Like it's got. Like
I would imagine, yeah. Instead of that like coif that they have, it's like folded over, maybe over an
There's
eye.
like maybe some
like
eyeliner underneath the eyes, and that's. I think.
Yeah, instead of the eye black, it's just a really thick eyeliner all the way around. That's I love it. I didn't know. Are there a lot of emos in St. Louis? I guess I didn't know that. Probably just a lot of emos in baseball fandom is probably what it is, right?
Well, I mean, how would you make that connection, Corey?
No, that's cool. I love weird stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah,
I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but I've been to a ball field before where they did an Elvis night.
Okay.
How is having an Elvis night any different than having an emo night? We're just dedicating it to a different style of music, right?
Right, exactly. And really all it is, it's a publicity stunt is what all of these are. They're
of course.
You make a weird promotion to catch everybody's eyes. So now there's like like if you were in St. Louis and like, hey, there's emo night at the ballpark, I got a ticket, you want to go?
Yes, I do.
Like, yeah, that'd be the thing. It's to get people to come through the door. Or if you're watching, like, I kind of want to see on TV if there's a bunch of people with the weird emo Cardinal shirts now. Like,
oh yeah, that's going to be hilarious. I hope people really like get after it, including some people who, are not emo. I think that'd be really awesome.
Like somebody's grandpa's just like, hey, I get a free shirt, and puts it on, and he's just sitting there next to his kid. Yeah.
Let's go, Alfred. It's emo night.
Yes.
No, it's awesome. I'm all for this kind of stuff. Like, it's hokey in other sports, but for whatever reason, gimmicks in baseball seem to just work. This is a cool idea.
They seem to work. And really, who can top this promotion?
What an unfortunate thing to happen. Tom doesn't ignite.
You ever remember that from the movie Basketball?
Yes.
Doesn't egg night?
Yes.
He's just getting pelted with eggs. That'd be a fun promotion. Anyway, so what promotion would you do, Corey, if you were in charge of, I know minor league baseball does it all the time, but let's raise the stakes. A major league baseball franchise says, Corey Tackman, we want you to plan our next theme night. What are you pitching?
All right, I love this. I'm jumping on the back of ideas that exist already.
Okay.
And I'm just taking it to the next logical step.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Twins in particular have a very good relationship, it seems, with amateur baseball in the state.
Okay.
Right? They'll host like amateur.
They got like a tournament. Yeah.
Yes. They'll play at Target Field. They have not yet glommed on to Amateur Hour, a bi-weekly focus of amateur baseball in central Minnesota.
Yeah, seriously, they should get on that.
Come on, Twins. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
The Twins also have a very strong relationship with high school baseball.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So let's think about the natural progression of baseball and how it's played in this state. You start with the high school baseball, then you kind of you graduate on from that and you go a few different directions. You do nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe you go on to play some collegiate ball. By the way, I'm including softball in this too, right? Your high school stuff, you go on to do nothing. Maybe you go on play collegiately.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you go on to do some sort of amateur stuff. Or the next option is maybe you and your buddies get together and you start playing slow pitch softball.
Okay.
My next promotion at Target Field is slow pitch softball night,
All right.
where you get a Minnesota Twins jersey, but in slow pitch softball form. You know what I mean? Like you've seen these slow pitch softball jerseys. They've got like a gleam to them.
Yeah.
They're not like the button up traditional
It's
baseball.
a jersey.
It's a shirt, right? Exactly. And it might not be t-shirt material, which, by the way, we're very America today. Do you notice that?
Yes. Very, very red and blue.
Very red and blue, and then our pale white skin to cap off.
It's a perfect combination.
So I'm going slow pitch softball night. Maybe as a giveaway, you get a pair of boldly colored softball pants with a insanely large stripe down the side.
Sure.
Maybe you get like it's a navy blue pullover shirt jersey, but it's got this sheen to it. It says Twins. There's some pinstripes, but then also like on the back, where in most cases it would say like Acme Bar, or
Yeah.
wherever your sponsor is, it says Target Field instead, or it's a DQ slow pitch softball night, so it's got DQ right on the back, like between the shoulder blades. That's my next promotion, is slow pitch softball night at Target Field.
See, I think we could get that to work. I think we could pitch that to somebody. Call Dustin Morse, the Twins communications guy.
Did you have something?
Well, you went like in a very like semi-thoughtful direction of like
Yes.
honoring stuff, and I was just thinking of like which random celebrity could I just pay to show up to the ballpark
That'd
and
be
just
awesome.
have it be a promotional night that way. So my thought would be, so the Rochester Red Wings, when they were the Twins AAA affiliate, did this
Yeah.
at one point. They hired, no relation, Brian Baumgartner. He played Kevin on The Office.
Yeah.
And it was like chili night basically, and he just showed up and
Yeah.
there was like a discount on chili or something like that. I think they had him throw out the first pitch, do like meet and greets, but also I think they had him spill some chili
Of course.
because you have to. So my thought would be in the vein of The Office. Do you remember Creed from The Office?
Yes. Oh yeah.
The insane weirdo guy. Yeah, I'd have him. I do him, and I'd basically pay him to just be Creed at the ballpark. You get a shirt.
Deal.
And it's just his face on it in like a tie-dye kind of sense. And when everybody walks up, there's no walk-up songs. It's only walking up to a quote from Creed from The Office.
That'd be awesome.
So every single time they walk up, you just hear very nutritious, but they do taste like death.
I'm in. I'm in on this idea. I'm in on this idea more than I am on slow pitch softball night. Sorry, slow pitch softballers, you're out. Creed is in.
We need creedthoughts.net.com.org or whatever. So it's just everybody typing on a Word document. I think something like that could work. Or pick another celebrity who's like very kind of like a Kramer night, and you get a Kramer from Seinfeld to do basically the exact same thing. Just be zany and have a bunch of his quotes.
Be awesome.
Kind of show up somewhere. I think we can make this work. I think we need to pitch this to somebody.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm in. That's the best idea we've had on this show ever.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Daniil Hunter was back at practice yesterday.
Yes, he was.
He's been at training camp, but now that he has money, he decided he would actually practice, which makes sense. I have no issue with any of that.
You got to make, you don't want to hurt yourself and lose out on all that money.
It's important to have Daniil back.
Yes.
The Vikings defense was pretty bad last year.
Were they?
Pretty bad. Memory serves.
What is it, getting diced up by Daniel Jones in a playoff game at home supposed to be an implication on your defense?
That was just the cherry on top of a really ugly defensive Sunday.
Yeah.
Of the entire season. Having Daniil back is important.
Yeah, having Daniil Hunter back is very important. And
having Brian Flores in as defensive coordinator is seemingly important. Do we have like expectations for the defense this season?
Well, let's hear what Daniil Hunter has to say about playing in Brian Flores' defense.
Oh, look, so whatever he tells me to do, I'm going to do. I like what I see so far. It's a good combination of rushing, jumping router. So, I like what I see so far. But yeah, you may not be dropping that. Well, yeah, I love the rest of that. Like I said, there's no
So the video quality or the audio on the video is a little bad there, but basically what somebody said is, hey, Daniil, are you expecting to drop back into pass coverage as much this year? Implying all those times Ed Donatel would have one of the best pass rushers in football drop into coverage in the flat. Anyway, so yeah, the expectations of playing for Brian Flores. Now, Daniil Hunter told the company line of, I'm doing what I got to do. But, I mean, I think Daniil Hunter with Brian Flores is going to be a really, really good combination because Brian Flores likes to basically, and this probably isn't an apples to apples comparison, but I would think that we're going to see a lot more of a return to a lot of Mike Zimmerisms than we were to see last year, which was a lot of soft zone, stop what's in front of you, rally to the ball. Instead, it's going to be a lot more of attacking and making the offense kind of put their heels back and see what you can do. And having Daniil Hunter there, as we talked about yesterday, the Vikings needed production, a productive pass rusher. And now they got Daniil Hunter back, and how they're going to use him. If he drops back into coverage once, I will be surprised because he's a straight up pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. And I think, I'm not going to say Daniil Hunter is going to have a career year as long as he stays healthy, which is, he said this is the first offseason in 3 years where he's been fully healthy and training. I think this could be a decent little year for Daniil Hunter.
Does that mean the defense is going to be good, though?
That's the interesting question. So the thing is, with an attacking defense like that, it's going to live and die on the pass rush because you're going to blitz a lot. And when you blitz a lot, it means that you're putting a lot of guys in single coverage. Guys could theoretically get hung out to dry a lot if the pass rush doesn't work.
Right.
What I think Brian Flores does with this defense is I think, one, it can't get any worse than it can last year. They were 32nd in the league. And they were 32nd in the league in yards allowed. And the only thing that saved them last year was turnovers. So you could theoretically say the defense could get worse because if they don't generate turnovers, the Vikings always had a timely turnover at some point in the game.
Yeah,
whether it was an interception or a fumble recovery. And what that helped them do was kind of take 1 or 2 touchdowns off the board, which, as we found out, in 12 one-score wins were pretty important. I don't know. My expectations for this defense are, can you get them from 32nd to 25th to 20th in that kind of range? It doesn't need to be even average because we all know that they're not talented enough to be an average. They're going to be a below average defense on paper and talent-wise.
Sure.
And you scheme them, as we talk about an offense, scheming guys open. Can you scheme your defense into a good enough position to be like 23rd in the league? And I think if you can do that and the offense keeps at a semi-consistent production with what they were with last year, I think they'll sit pretty good.
At the time of recording this, CJ, we are 10 and a half hours away from the Major League Baseball trade deadline.
Uh-huh.
Are the Twins going to do anything?
Yes. They'll do something. But a lot of so Sewald, the Mariners closers off the board. Mark Canha, the right-handed bat for the New York Mets, has been traded. There's been a lot of different moves. The Padres are not going to be trading Blake Snell and or Josh Hader, 2 of their top pitchers. So there's not a ton of movement right now in the trade front. It's a lot of complementary pieces. There's going to be no Juan Soto type seismic trade that shakes up the league. It's going to be a lot of complementary pieces, and that's what the Twins are looking for. The Twins last year, I think, made almost all their deadline trades, unlike the day of the trade deadline.
Right.
Falvey likes to wheel and deal at the last second. So I think I think that they'll come away with something. So with what the Twins want to do, Corey, I don't know. I think that there's got to be some move coming. So I think overall with the morning sports desk and with today's episode, we'll talk more about the trade deadline coming up soon. But what's going to be really important to understand with the Twins is that they like to do this all the time. They're not going to trade for somebody you know. They're going to trade for somebody that you don't know. They're going to trade for some random guy that we've never heard of, for a prospect we've never heard of, and life will move on. And I think with the Twins, it's just an interesting combination with where they sit at this deadline compared to where they sit last year. Last year, they made a bunch of big trades and big swings, and they whiffed on virtually every one. And now this year, they're going to play it a lot safer. They're also just going to make very safe moves, which is fine because this is where the team is at right now. You're not going to overinvest in them, but at the same time, they do need some pickups here and there. If you can just get a bullpen arm and you can just get a right-handed bat, maybe 2 bullpen arms, but something in that vein. And I think we'll see the Twins make a move shortly. The trade deadline is at 5 o'clock today. So it's coming. We'll probably see a lot more moves at about maybe 3 o'clock compared to whatever time of recording it is right now. So this has been the Morning Sports Desk for Tuesday, August 1st. It's 7:32 on KWAD. Here's M&N News.
Minnesota News Network. I'm Brent Paul. Recreational marijuana is now legal in Minnesota. The state law takes effect